Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai with the total Fall of the Samurai mod. If you're not entirely sure what this mod is, it's basically introduces the imperial powers of Europe to Shogun 2, both in a single play version and in a custom battle version, and we're looking at the custom battle version. So with the latest update, as I've already shown you in another video, they have gone ahead and introduced winter uniforms to counter off the summer uniforms. And to show this off, the first video I did was sort of a Crimean War video where we had Great Britain facing off against the Russians. This time around, we're gonna have, as you might already have noticed, the Americans. So the American winter uniforms. And we're gonna have them against the Prussians. So maybe you can kind of guess what this map is. It's winter time. We've got the Americans against the Germans. Seemingly there's a fortified line going through this snow-covered forest. What battle can that be when the Americans face the Germans? Well, I'll tell you this, it's not historically accurate, since this battle would have taken place somewhere in, like, what, 1945-44. It is the Battle of the Bulge map made by the Iron Duke. I can't exactly recall what it's Wellington Iron Duke something. You can find it in the Steam Workshop. So, Battle of the Bulge. I'm playing as the Americans. We're trying to defend here against the Prussian onslaught. And with that said, let's go ahead and start this battle, shall we? Right, so with that introduction out of the way, let's go over quickly my troops, their positions, and our general battle plan. And so I've got more or less a full stack army. The Americans, we can see here, they've got blue winter coats, or blue overcoats, as we can see. So that's their winter uniform. And yeah, this is kind of the main... maybe I can pull up the map so you see kind of... It's mostly forested. We got a road going through. There's actually a town up there. We're going to send some troops over there. We've got a lot of different kinds of troops, but the Americans, they look a lot... very similar, all of them. We've got 2 elite units. Up here, the Montgomery Guards. We got the Foot Riflemen. We've got some State Infantry up here. We've got the Foot Infantry, which are these guys. And then we've got some Marine. We've got the Marine Corps right there. We've got some Dragoons. And some cannons. 2 units of these 12-pound Napoleons, and 1 unit of 8-inch mortars, and the general, of course. So, let's take a look at our situation. So, the main sort of camp, or where I'm intending to fall back to, in case the Prussians break through my main line, which goes here, as we saw in the beginning, where I have most of my infantry behind these logs. Hopefully it's actually modded so that we can fire over it and the enemy will mostly hit that, and it's not like we both kind of have trouble firing over that. Anyways, if the Prussians get through there, we've got loads of 4 units of light foot. I'm gonna put out so many spikes in this area to protect the cannons and so forth. So hopefully if they get to this point, it will kind of... It's probably, they've probably expended most of their force going through here. But then also, I mentioned a town. So the Marine Corps and these 2 units of Dragoons will head out over the flank here, where we got the town of, I guess it's Bastogne. And we're gonna move in there and we're gonna capture these points, because of course you get a lot of bonuses for capturing Bastogne. Especially if you come in from the attacker's side, it seems to be a lot easier to quickly move up and take some of those positions to counterset the fact that we start with a wall to hide behind. But with that said, let's go ahead and start the battle, shall we? I'm gonna tell the cannons to hold fire. We don't want to give away our position at the start. And let's see, let's move up the cavalry. And the Marines. It's probably gonna take a while for the Germans to actually reach our lines. I should probably tell the infantry to hold fire as well, so we don't shoot at the Germans before it's too late for them to kind of fall back. They would imagine that we are behind these walls, but you never know. They could just march straight onto it and get shot to pieces. We'll just open up with everything on them. They could flank us also. That would be not too good. With that said, let's see. Riflemen, deploy stakes. We're gonna have these 3 units. Deploy stakes. No, that was the wrong button. That was suppression fire. There we go. Stakes. So we're gonna stakes all over the place. And I do believe the stakes actually do catch bullets. So it will work to protect us. Now these are actually howitzer guns, so they will fire above, so we don't have to worry about possible shots going into the stakes instead. So nice, we've set up lots of defensive positions here. I'm gonna take the light infantry and we're gonna move them up just to cover the flank of the defensive line, so that if the Germans decide to flank around with cavalry or something like that, they'll run into the light infantry and they'll hopefully shoot them down. We'll keep the Montgomery Guard as reserves back here, plus this 1 infantry unit that we had brought as well. I think we're gonna set them up somewhere back here as... Oh, look at that. All the Germans have now been shown crossing the road. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. So the Germans in their winter coats are marching across the road. How nice that they stopped right here. Like right in front of me. So there's a mixture of infantry and light infantry, and there's supposed to be some guard units in here as well. So we got loads of Germans marching up, ready to attack the American position. And also some cavalry. I gave them pretty heavy cavalry compared to our dragoons. It seems as though the Germans are just concentrating, so they're not going to spread out. They're not going to try. The air's not going to try to take the town or anything. What I'm going to do is we're going to place this guy. I think it's probably safer on this side. So I'm going to place this unit. Going to make it into a square, and then we're going to place the general inside of the square to protect him. So let's see here. Right. Yes, they will cover the flank. Let's see, can we see them through here? Well, I don't know if you can hear it, but if you listen really closely...
Apparently I'm to be a father.
Apparently that guy's supposed to be a father. No, but if you listen really closely... That was random. If you can listen really closely, you can actually hear the drums of the Germans. And I think I can see them out there, yeah. Sarge! What about the Jerrys? Ah, don't worry. The Jerrys won't attack in this weather. Oh shit, there's tons of them. There's the cavalry moving.
$1 to the man who finds my hat.
Find that man his hat! It's winter after all, he's gonna freeze his head off. Let's see. So my troops, the dragoons have made it over there. The Marines though has barely made it over there. Right, I want the dragoons. You will move there. And the other one, I think that we can set it up so it captures both in one move. Spectacular. Damn. We've got German artillery crossing the road as well. And even the artillery is split into winter coats and summer coats. So these are the winter coats as well. It's a bit of a shame because we can't really see because of the weather, but look at that. When the sun actually hits that looks really cool. You know what? We're gonna slow down a little bit just to see this guy up in slow-mo. Since he introduced the new shader, the units look so much better. I should do this. They look so much better now. You can look at it from the front, even though it's kind of dark. It looks so much better, right? But we're not here to look at that. We're here to kill the bastards. So, ooh, they're closing in real close now. The general, let's see, he's over here somewhere. There he is. Let's see, so I have everyone ready. So the Germans are yet to cross into here. We can see the general here though. Oh wait. Oh, they are crossing in over the line now. Are they deploying the artillery? They could be. So we know they're in fire range now. They're within fire range. Any time now. Oh, they've discovered our hidden units. No firing along the line as yet. Oh, this unit just stood up. Wait. Enemy cavalry unit. The Brunswick Black Hussars has discovered us. And I will have to order my men to open fire. God bless America! Fire! Silly hussars. They ride straight into danger. What's going on here? Are they trying to outflank us? Yes. The hussars on this side have decided to outflank us and just cut that guy down. However, the light infantry is covering us slightly. Not going too well though. They cut the throat of tons of men here. But so far, it seems that it's only cavalry. Ooh, the Cuirassiers were able to break through this line. And there's more cavalry on the way. It's the hussars that are back, charging in. Jeez. Oh. Someone's running? They broke the unit on the furthest left side with their heavy cavalry together with the hussars. The unit is running back to the second line. Oh, the Germans are now marching up and it's a firefight along the line. They kind of seems like they broke the center as well. One thing that I forgot about is the artillery. Open fire. Okay, so the center has broken up. They seem to be focusing in actually on my left side. They're not really coming at. Ooh, Bavarian Cuirassiers. Can I get canister? Boom. Boom. That should clean them out. Boom. That just went through everyone. Oh, and they went through the spikes. The enemy is going through the spikes and getting shot to pieces. However, the Germans did break through my line due to those cavalry charges. And they've cleaned away all the troops. And they're bringing up the cannons. There's no point in holding this part. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna form this guy into square. And then we're gonna have these guys retreat back. form into square and have the general station inside. We're gonna have to recall the Marines and the Dragoons. I hope the Dragoons actually capture these points. Oh no, you know what? I'd probably have to dismount to take them. Well, that was a failure. Right. But there's nothing for it. Can't do anything about it now. No point in crying over spilt milk. The light infantry will retire to over here, together with a lot of other troops. The light infantry over on this side. Oh, the Germans are making it through, and they're bringing in loads of troops, going straight towards the cannons and the inner position. They seem to kind of bypass the light infantry. The light infantry though are holding their position, which is good. There's a lot of firing going on up here. How did it go for the square that I deployed up here? Probably not too good. Yeah, we've got American troops retreating and Hussars chasing them down. Oh, it's loads of American troops that just making their way away from the battlefield over there. I do have 2 units here, and we will make them into squares to protect the light infantry. You will run into position. There's no point in having you skulking around out there. The Montgomery Guard is... Are they firing back? I don't know. We'll have to get them a little bit far more forward so they can properly fire back. And I want the cannons to switch to canister. Can I get some canister going? That wasn't canister. I even saw the round shot go out of that one. I have selected canister shot. Jeez, there's a lot of fire coming out of there. Are you firing canister? I've selected canister and I think... I can't see the canister going out of the cannons. Oh, there was canister. You know what? The light infantry on this side is... I mean, the enemy bypassed them so much that we're kind of completely put into the flank of theirs without actually being able to shoot back at them. The squares! The squares! The squares are holding. Oh, this one has fallen out of the square. Into square! The German cavalry was defeated. However, we have Nassau infantry out there firing at us. Where are my dragoons? Oh, the dragoons have just arrived. Let's see if we can make a move against these Germans. See about maybe saving the squares, or is do we have German? We have German troops crossing out into the open field. I want the dragoons for now out here, and we'll see about deploying them. So far, it seems that the Montgomery Guards are able to hold on against these guys. I think we can have a pretty good canister shot going here. If it isn't the fact that the spikes are actually covering the enemy. Are we able to hit? It seems like we're not able to hit these guys. I can't see them falling. I think the spikes, unfortunately, seems to be kind of covering us. It's covering my men as well as the enemies. I made simply too thick a line of... Am I able to... Let's see. 4 people! And then really none of the Montgomery guards. Right, so it's kind of clear to see that the spikes cover actually the troops so well. Huh. Then, but that actually, even though it kind of doesn't work in our favor, it can work in our favor. I want this line and this line to then move up close behind the enemy, and we'll have the dragoons join them, and we'll sweep the enemy away. Where are those Marine Corps? Need the Marine Corps right here. Quick move, Americans! We will be able to sweep them aside. How's my mortar doing? Are you even firing? The mortar should be able to fire pretty well.
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh, there goes one shot at least. I can see it fly there in the sky. The X marks the spot. And it's about to come down somewhere. Ah, it hit the tree. Let's see, over by the dragoons and the infantry. They should be cutting up this flank on the enemy. Suppression fire will increase fire rate, which is good to use at close range. Oh, we've got loads of enemies out there, plus cannons. That seems like a target for my dragoons. They will move around, set up here, and then move against the enemy over there. More of the Prussians are moving out into the open field. The Prussians... Oh, the Prussians have charged? Countercharge them, my men. Countercharge them. Send them back. Capture the banner. We chase the Germans across the field. And you know what? We'll continue into this Jaeger battalion. USA! USA! Charge! And before the Jaeger battalion was really able to open fire, we were able to charge into them. Thing is, will I be able to break them? And even if we break this one, we'll have to make sure to go through the next one pretty darn quickly. Let's see, before my dragoons get utter shattered. Right. Dragoons, ride up, shoot down the cannons. Let's see, which unit did I charge? This one. Oh, they're breaking. Get through this one, into the next one. I don't know how much longer we can hold out against this. Okay, we have another German unit up here, causing trouble. Why have you guys not been able to get this one? Get closer. Get really close. Let's get over to the dragoons. They were able to take out the enemy cannon. And now I kind of want to scout, so the main enemy force is kind of... I kind of want to see what's going on here to deal with them. And let's see, the infantry. Oh, it's the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps has arrived. I want the Marine Corps quickly to join over here. Suppression fire. fire everything you've got in their backs. You know what? I think it might be more effective to use these two for a bayonet charge. The enemy is unaware. And suddenly, about 400 Americans turn up in their backs. Then it's a bayonet fight. And quickly, the German forces rout. Okay, so the spikes, now we kind of know that the spikes will kind of break the game in a sense. Oh, there's a lot of Germans over here. Can we focus in the mortar firing over there? Oh wait, the other I guess the other Montgomery Guard unit has had died. You know what? It's time to get rid of these stupid Germans. And clearly shooting them down doesn't really work that well for us. Is that a cannon shot? Hurry up! Once the Marines start opening fire. Oh, this unit hasn't broken. Charge them and slay them. They're broken. You know what? We'll continue this charge. It proves that we just have we'll get the upper hand by charging. I want the cavalry to charge in as well. And I want this Montgomery Guard to come across the field as well and charge in. Here we go. Come the Marine Corps. That infantry unit somehow made it almost entirely through this unit. And then we got the cavalry coming in over here. Coming around the corner. Firing as they go and then drawing their sabers. Going into the fight. They will stop those guys. Oh, they're turning to face our charging units. Are those guys... those are not broken yet. Get them before they open fire. Charge! Don't just bloody stand there and bang your drums. Charge! American troops to the front! We're breaking them, I think. How's it going for the cavalry? We're holding on to this group. Thing is, I think my men over here might be a bit tired at this point. So I think what we'll do is we'll have them run into position, fire into this group. Where's that Montgomery Guard? What are you doing all the way over here?
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
No! How did they... Bloody Nassau bastards. Drop the square! Drop the square! Can someone turn the bloody gun? Shoot the Germans on the hill? Boom! some good old canister. Jesus Christ. And we took out the tower as well while we're at it. Boom. Boom. A little bit higher. Kind of blew my own camp up in the process. It goes a bit... Oh, this unit. Oh, they did open fire. I thought maybe they weren't ready to open fire. Jesus Christ. We just cut these Germans down within seconds with canister. Oh, that's the mortar crew. Right, how's it going for the Marine Corps? Suppression fire, please. And you know what? Rank kneel fire as well. Come on. Fire! Given the amount of fire, you'd imagine there would be more casualties. But the Germans are just slowly marching into us. What is it? What are they firing? Like we're standing right on top of each other. I don't know what... Clearly this is not supposed to be. I was wondering, because it seemed as though the gunfire was a bit lackluster. I mean, they're standing right in front of each other and still having trouble shooting each other to... Right, so clearly that's not gonna work. Right, Montgomery Guards. Get that cannon. And then all the units over here will charge down the few Germans that are left. Damn, they were standing right on top of each other. I don't know why that happened. The stats should be good. I mean, you can't really see... I mean, it's not down to accuracy, it's the amount of damage the bullet delivers, and you can't really see that on the screen. But that was weird. I mean, they stood here, basically, right in front of each other. And somehow weren't unable to kill each other. Okay, we broke down this unit. There's still kind of a lot of Germans. No, there's... I wouldn't say lot, though. There's two. Okay, they all shattered now. The only thing that's left is this cannon out here. Why the hell did I give them a mortar? Right. Everyone will march here immediately. And you're out of fire. Or out of shot. Well, there we have it anyways, ladies and gentlemen. And it's gonna take a while, because for some reason I decided to give them a howitzers. It's gonna take a while for us to get out there. Hope you enjoy this with the winter coats and the battle of the Bulge. 2 future videos, I kind of note that these guys, these spikes, soak up so much fire to the point where we couldn't even get a bullet through. Which, yeah, that's a thing. And also for some reason that either, I don't know if it's the Germans or maybe they get a defense bonus due to the thick coat. I don't know. For some reason they could stand like right in front of each other and shoot each other to bits without actually killing each other, which was really strange. Ooh, for some reason that guy does the T-pose. He's taunting them as they run away. But there we have it, victory. As soon as we got close to these guys, they retreated. Right, let's go ahead and check the statistics of this battle. And here we have the statistics of the battle. I actually deployed more than the Germans. About almost, I was about to say 1,000 men, but 500 men more than the Germans. We lost 1,500 men. And we managed to kill 2,000 of them. There's a discrepancy of about, what? 150 that the enemy team killed, and our losses says that our team killed about 100, I think. Highest kills goes to foot infantry, and then we have Montgomery Guard. Might have been the one that charged, not sure. Then the Marine Corps it comes very high up here as well. They lost a lot of men as well. Cannons. This is probably the one I used to fire close range canister shot, because that one actually had a few men left compared to the other one. That unit somehow didn't lose a single man and only killed 14. That must have been the foot infantry that I held in square all the way at the back. No, that can't be true. They must have lost some men. And for the Germans, no surprise that their cavalry did the most, and their elite infantry, the Hanoverian Guards. Then the Nassau infantry, Saxon Jaegers. There's a few cavalry units that did pretty poorly as well. So it's not all down to cavalry. The cannons performed terribly as well. But there we have it. Interestingly, with this thing, I wonder if it's the map, because otherwise it must be, and otherwise it would be localized to the Prussian and US faction, because, but that doesn't seem right, because when we played on the open field with the Russians and the English, they were able to massacre each other with musket fire at pretty good range. So I think it might have been the map, and it's something to do with the forest or something like that. But I think we'll forward this to the mod creator just in case, and then wonder if there's possibly a way to reduce the amount of shots being absorbed by the spikes, because that's like, I don't know, that's very interesting though, that they just soaked up all that fire. Anyways, with that said, if you have any ideas for any battle, doesn't need to be a winter battle, post them down below, or especially if you have a map you want me to test out. I'm trying to use, since they're able to customize maps for this mod, I've been testing out a load of different ones, trying to get a new one for each video. But there we have it anyways. And so, as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!